covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And welcome in. It's high school soccer here on the Prep tonight. A big matchup between the Berkley Bears and their neighbors from Birmingham Seaholm, the Maples, an OAA Red Division matchup. Birmingham Seaholm comes in. They have put together a nice little win streak lately. They've won their last 3 with a couple of clean sheets in there. They are playing their 4th match in the last 6 days. Just the way the scheduling is gone. We'll get into that when we hear from Greg Perkins momentarily. This Berkley club, it's their first match since last Thursday. We were here with you. They took on Troy Athens in a stellar performance that night from their goalkeeper, Nathan Callio, the senior for the Berkley Bears. But they just could not muster any offense, and we'll get the thoughts coming up as well. I'll fill you in on my conversation with Steve Volosek that I had just a few minutes ago as he got to the stadium a little bit late, but we'll get to his comments and get you set up for this one. Is you see the records between these two teams. Seaholm 7-1-2. They won those 3 in a row. They're 1-0-1 in Red Division play. Berkley 7-2-1. They've yet to win. This will be their 4th match in Red Division play. They're 0-2-1 after the loss to Troy Athens last week. As I mentioned, Greg Perkins was kind enough to join me up here in the broadcast booth a few moments ago. Let's get a listen to what the coach had to say about tonight's matchup.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002. Visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Tonight, the visiting head coach, Greg Perkins. Greg, thanks so much for joining me here. Your Maples are playing a lot of soccer here right now. This will be your 4th match in 6 days. I know these kids are young, but is that something that changes the way you manage this match tonight?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, so we played last night, so that's obviously not ideal, and we can't do much training while we're playing all these games. So the guys have just gone back to school, so getting some sicknesses as well, so that's not ideal. But yeah, we need to. I mean, this is a league game, and we want to win every game, so we're definitely not going to be holding anybody back initially, that's for sure. Yeah,
I guess the old adage, coaches want to coach, players want to play, right? So the players would probably feel differently about that, but I understand from your perspective. Let's talk about your season. I mean, how do you summarize what you've done so far, 10 games into this thing? What stands out about your club so far?
Consistency, I think, over last year and the last couple of years, we've been a lot more consistent. We've been trying to play the right way. We've been fortunate so far with injuries, so we've been able to be consistent with our lineup. And then, you know, I think just the message every game is to keep that focus, keep the consistency, and then, you know, we're in a period right now where a lot can happen in a couple of days, right? So you win a couple of games, it's good. If you lose a couple of games, it looks very different. So it's just keeping that focus and trying to keep the momentum going that we've got. So
as far as your club goes, let's kind of work our way out from goal and tell us about your keeper and what's special. What do you like about him, and what's he bring to your club?
So Brody's a junior. He started last year. He'll start obviously this year. He's pretty much our only real top goalkeeper at the moment. So we rely a lot on him. He's a big lacrosse player. So
interesting.
During the year, he plays a lot of lacrosse. I think that's probably where he'll end up in college. He's going to probably go the lacrosse route. But really good mentally, really calm, really cool, likes to play with his feet, which is the way that I like to play. So he's very calm under pressure, which puts the defenders in front of him at ease. So he's a big player for us. You
led me right there. You've done this before. Who's the heart of that back line? Who you really count on back there? So again, so Marco and Caden, they're both seniors. They both started last year as well. So they've got a relationship through last year, through club soccer. They played together. So yeah, really good to have that solid back line. Liam Kerr, who will start right back today.
He's been a starter since he was a freshman. He's a junior now.
Okay.
So we've had a lot of consistency in that back line. And then Kiefer Horniak, he'll start at left back, another real top player, left-footed, gives us a good balance in the back. So.
Good stuff. Offensively, who's been popping the ball? Who's been scoring? Who are the guys you look for up front to get some on the board for you?
So this year's a bit strange. From the last couple of years, we haven't got a real number 9 that we could say, okay, they're going to get us 20 goals a season.
Okay.
So we kind of spread it around a little bit. Max Collins is a senior. He's come out of the woodwork from nowhere, really. He's his first year as a varsity player, but he's been really consistent. Patrick McCarthy's one of our captains. He was a captain last year, another senior. He's more of a midfield player, but he'll get some goals. He's really strong in the air. So, yeah, we spread him around a bit. Gavin McLaughlin's not starting tonight, but he's got some pace and he can finish. Rowan Hanush will come off of the left, another good player. And then Alex Martins will start up top, but he's not really a traditional forward, so he'll drop in and leave space in behind for the guys that have a bit more pace to run into. So we're a bit of a hybrid up front for sure.
Gotcha. Last question for you. You mentioned at the start, division game. Every match is an important match, but this one's really important. We did their match last week. They haven't won in the division yet, so you know they're going to be hungry. But I know it's about your club. What's going to take to win this one on the road?
I think just being calm. I mean, we know how they play. They're going to be high energy for sure. They're going to put us under pressure with probably a lot of longer balls, so we're going to have to deal with that. But if we can be calm, get the ball down and move it, we're going to try and play on the floor, play through the lines, and then try and open the space up. But we've got plenty of talent. If we can withstand that pressure and play the way that we want to play, I think we'll be fine.
Thanks for joining me.
Of course.
Greg Perkins, head coach of Seaholm. We'll see you in just a moment with the head coach of Berkley right here on the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And welcome back to Berkley High School. Hurley Field, the home of the Berkley Bears, where they last played 5 days ago. A bit of a longer break than usual in talking with head coach Steve Volosek. And we would have normally had Steve on tape, but he literally got here just a few minutes ago and had some other stuff going on in his personal life. He was apologetic, but he did give me a couple of minutes, even though we weren't able to get him on camera. And we got a couple minutes to chat, and I said, you know, what have the last few days been like for your team? And he said, really the biggest thing for us is we learned from the Athens match that we have to defend better. And they did that in the second half. They certainly did that, and he said we're going to be more organized defensively, and he really feels that they will be generating more offense here tonight. So a big one coming up. It's time now, though, for the national anthem.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Welcome back to Berkley High School. Just about set to go. OAA Red Division matchup here. Birmingham Seaholm on the left. They're in the white kits. The Berkley Bears in their blue kits here on the home pitch here at Berkley Field. And big match for both these clubs. Indeed, a divisional contest here. Those are always a little bit more important than you have in just a regular season matchup. Let's get a look now at the starting lineup that Steve Volosek will put out there for his Berkley Bears side. Pretty much the same lineup they had last week. They're going, of course, up front. Their usual suspects there. And thought last week Owen Danaher played really well in that game. He was very noticeable. See the backs in there, and Nathan Callio, the senior, was absolutely dazzling in that match. Made a couple of huge second half saves in our Matchday Madness matchup last week on the prep. They start with a 4-4-2 set. So that is the alignment for head coach Steve Volosek. 16 years now he's been coaching this Berkley program, and their athletic director was proud last week. He said, this is the best program we have in our school. They are receiving votes, honorable mention votes, in the Division I poll this week. Let's get a look now at the other side, the lineup starters for head coach Greg Perkins, who's coached at Groves as well. Does a lot of club work here in the Metro Detroit area. Appreciate him coming up and joining us, and appreciate Steve chatting with us too. But you heard him in that interview. You heard Greg Perkins there. And he talked about we're a bit of a hybrid offensively because of the graduation of so many players. So they lost a lot, but trying to do it by committee, so to speak. In terms of their scoring, defensively, they really like what they have, and they really like, just like Berkley does, they really like their keeper in Brody Feldmeyer, who's a young man who's from Maryland. He moved here the start of the 8th grade year for him. He's an outstanding lacrosse player. So you know he's a gifted athlete in the goal and can move around quite well. Very strong player. I saw him down below prior to coming up to the booth, and he's put together well. So this should be an outstanding matchup with these two keepers here. Nathan Callio for Berkley and Brody Feldmeyer for the Maples of Birmingham Seaholm. Seaholm 7-1-2 this season. They've won 3 in a row. They played last night at Novi. Berkley's been off since that match last Thursday night. A 1-0 loss to number 4 Troy Athens. The 2 losses for Berkley have been to the number 2 and number 4 ranked teams in the state in Division I, Clarkston, and of course Troy Athens last week. And that was something else that Steve Volosek and I talked about in our brief conversation pre-match. And I said, man, you guys defended an awful lot in that second half. And he said, you're right, we did. And that's part of what they worked on this week coming away from that match. When I asked him what's been the focus the last few days, he said, really just simply learning how to defend better as a unit. They've got a younger team. They had a lot of turnover as well. As Seaholm makes their way out onto the pitch, and Berkley out there, they've got their 4 captains, Danaher, Sanborn, and Brody Kane, and the young man wearing number 0, Nathan Callio, who I learned in that conversation with Steve Volosek. I said, you weren't kidding about him and how confident you were. And he said, this kid has got confidence off the charts. He said his aspirations after high school are to become a Navy SEAL or maybe an Army Ranger. So that tells you a little bit more about the young man in the goal for the Berkley Bears here tonight. Nathan Callio, the senior. Feldmeyer, the other keeper, he is a junior. Couple of clean sheets in that 3-game win streak for the Seaholm Maples. And that 1-0 or 1-goal win last night they had against Novi on the road. A 2-1 victory for them. We're underway here in this OAA Red Division matchup. Birmingham Seaholm striking down that left side right out of the get-go here. Berkley 7-2-1, 0-2-1 in Red Division play. Stay with Seaholm here. Right in the middle of the park now. Good little return there on the short-range touch there. Back to Brian Pohl. Trying to get one deep there, headed away by Berkley's back line. That's going to be something I keep my eyes on, how much they defend here, and see if that work that they put in since last Thursday has come through for them, because it was a pretty difficult half for them in half number 1 last week, but they regrouped. They did give up a couple of grade A chances in that match, but it was a much better effort in terms of defending in their own end of the park, and they were able to, as most times you will, generate more offense from that. Sent ahead there off the foot of Grady Nolan, but it's kept alive here nicely by Brian Pohl. Once again, Nolan trying to get it through. Back onto the foot there of Brian Pohl. Now Danaher under a little bit of pressure. And that's going to be Berkley ball. Here's a good look there at Danaher. He was really good. I was impressed with him last week. Gutty, hard-nosed player. See him there. Taking the contact. Liam Kerr there, a 3-year starter, number 20 for the Seaholm club. He's a junior. 40-minute halves here in the high school soccer ranks. 50-50 ball. Berkley trying to play it ahead. Ben Sanborn getting it skyward now. There's Pohl again. Can see they really are going to count on him to be a catalyst in their offense. Good little touch here on the wing. Now towards the goal, and Callio calmly gathers that one in. But a whistle here. Not sure why the clock was stopped. So back to it here. Clock moving. Nathan Callio. Strong strike with the right. At midfield, taken away there by Will Qualman. Good job with that left foot by Kerr. Now for the first time, Brody Feldmeyer plays it. Goalkeeper number 1 for Birmingham Seaholm. Work back to Feldmeyer again. Now the Maples patiently surveying the situation. Off the leg there of an Anthony. Like Danaher was very active last week. Triggers their restarts on throw-ins. Ball deflected into the Seaholm bench. It'll stay with Berkley here right at the midway portion of the pitch. Junior Max Byers takes a look, and they try to work it up that far side touchline. Good sliding tackle down there from Seaholm. Nicely done by Brian Pohl, negating any would-be opportunity there. Brody Kane, senior captain here. Reaching right in there was Feldmeyer to get his hands on it. Read that one all the way. There's a good look at him there. And he is an attackman, and lacrosse plays for the Birmingham United Club. Had a 7-goal game in May. Regional playoff victory for them, and product of the state of Maryland. So if you're familiar with lacrosse, you know that Maryland is, well, the people in Maryland will tell you it is the hotbed. The people from Long Island will tell you they're the hotbed. But Maryland is an unbelievable state of lacrosse, and nice luxury to have for Greg Perkins to have an athlete like Feldmeyer. He said, look, he's really the only keeper we've got. The JV keeper's not quite ready. So he gets to tote the mail in that goal for Seaholm. Ball on the foot now of Kerr. Kerr got it on to Martins. Now again, it's that number 8, Brian Pohl, who's very active. They want to keep him in the middle of the park. Want him to make some decisions here. You can tell that early on, the way their attack has been. He's in space there, but they opt to keep it up the near side touchline. A race for it here. And a pretty good battle, nicely done. It's kicked out. It'll stay with Seaholm, and a nice defensive play down there by Robert Ananthrum there. I mentioned him earlier. Staying with Max Collins. That's good defensive work right there by the senior. Great attacking platform here for the Maples. Throw in, good quick alert play in there defensively. Bit of clearance here, but jumping up to the back line is Rodriguez. Greg Perkins very happy with what he's given them and what he adds to their team on that back line. Good, strong player. It's a good play he made right there. Sawyer Rhodes there. Show you this crowd as we move along through the night here. It is DCFC Youth Soccer Night here at Hurley Field. Expecting their biggest and best crowd of the season here tonight. What an impact that USL team has made on the city of Detroit and the surrounding areas in the sport of soccer. New stadium on the way for them. A few years down the road. We had some youngsters up here sticking their head up into the broadcast booth. Said maybe we'll throw one on a headset here. Who knows? Here's Seaholm now. Connected here so far. No real good looks, though. Nothing yet, as we played nearly 7 minutes here in this first half. Good defensive work down there again by Ananthrum. Danaher gets it ahead up the pitch a little bit. Onto the foot there of Kane. Kane here with it against Rodriguez. Wanted to go back to Kane, but they've got support there. Danaher. Danaher trying to go ahead to Kane, but it just came off his foot in a bad spot and rolled into touch. Last touch, though, by the Maples. Now in the middle of the park. Played out to the edge. Turnover ball here going over to Seaholm. Just over 7.5 minutes into the match. Two clubs with 7 wins, each of them. Seaholm 7-1-2, 7-2-1 for Berkley. Callio ahead for Danaher. Danaher had it knocked off his foot. He wants it back in the middle and gets it. Double team, though. Good defensive work there. That was Kerr that made that play defensively. But the Bears, they come up with a turnover. Sanborn's got it. Out on the edge.
Matt, get the crowd, the student type they're going to show them right now.
Ball to the near side. On the foot of Owen Danaher, the senior midi. Turned over, Seaholm. Little tug on the jersey there on the back of Leo Bellini. And the play is halted and stopped because of that. Look at some of those students supporting this Bears program here on Youth Soccer Night. Beautiful night. About 70 degrees at kick time. Low humidity. That's always a good thing. Cross pitch ball. Trying to play that down there was Danaher. Maples come up with it. The 3-year starter, Liam Kerr. Switching feet. Nicely done by Kerr. Double team on the ball now. A little bit of separation. Played that back into the middle, but Qualman was there for Berkley to get it back toward the midway line. Now Kane out on the edge. Kane. Good footwork. Deflected away and into touch here.
Go tell the students they're putting them on the camera.
Look at Brody Kane there, and part of their senior class. Not a very big senior group. Only got 6 or 7 on the roster. Looks like 7, 8 make that with Callio. So a pretty young team in that regard, but still a very good team. Again, receiving votes in Division I. Honorable mention votes for them. Danaher at midfield. Trying to keep it alive and unable to was one of those seniors, Will Qualman. Owen Danaher against Kerr. Danaher working that ball ahead for Gavin Moore. Moore down to the turf. The call against the Maples of Seaholm. Does that play? Yeah, that's an easy call there. Is going down is Gavin Moore there. Easy one indeed for the referee there. So we played a little more than 10 minutes, 10 and a half here and counting. They're going to bring Nathan Callio all the way out over the mid-pitch stripe. Callio bombs one in on his counterpart. That's a tough play to make, and he made it. What a beautiful touch on that ball from Callio, but Brody Feldmeyer getting up and just getting enough. That was a super good strike right there from Callio. Great loft, great hang time, and that one's going in if he doesn't get it. That's a terrific kick right there from that young man. And as a result, going out, of course, on the end line, we get our first corner in the match here. So to Steve Volosek's point to me earlier, they have been a better club here in this first half defensively. I don't think they had more than 2 or 3 trips down inside of the offensive end last match when they played Troy Athens in the first half. They had a lot more opportunities in the second half, and as a result of the halftime adjustments that Steve and his coaches made. So a much better start in that regard here tonight for Berkley with 12 minutes gone here in the first half. Good ball out to midfield off the chest of Max Collins. Collins tried to play it out on the flank, but taken away by Danaher. Danaher trying to play it ahead. His intended target, Gavin Moore, just could not get to it. Far wing now for Seaholm into space. Using that big frame over there is Collins. Collins wrapped up and dropped down to the turf. An easy call there, the foul on Berkley. Watch the size here of big number 4. Just too much to overcome there for Sawyer Rhodes, and sometimes you got to do that. It slows the play if nothing else. See what the Maples do here on the kick. Good header toward the goal, and diving to his right there was Callio. We'll give you another look or two at that. So both teams get some chances here in the last minute. Great strike there on that restart, and it's that man number 4 getting a piece. And that was awful close for Max Collins, who's in his first year of playing varsity soccer. Another ball in there, right in. Seaholm can't get it through. Now coming in from the wing to slow it up, play it back up top. Bears, though, protect the house and get it out. About 30 yards away from the goal line, and their keeper, Nathan Callio. Bears want to go quick on this restart. Dangerous ball. They're going to turn it over here. Again, 4 matches in 6 days for this Seaholm club. Said to their head coach, Greg Perkins, I said, I know they're young, but still, I mean, that's a lot. You don't have much time to train, and the players want to play. Coaches want to coach, and so far, so good for the Seaholm club that just played last night. And if you're Berkley, you get a couple goals on them. You never know. You could take the life out of them here, but so far it's been a pretty even match here. Another deep ball played in. Inside of the box now. Good ball there. Trying to work it with that right foot there was Rowan Hanoush. Nifty footwork. Goes into touch. Quick restart. They go to Kerr here. Kerr gets that ball back for McCarthy. One of their captains. Out on that far wing. Job by Berkley defending. They forced the turnover, but it's put right into touch as they got it away from the danger area, at least for the time being, did the Bears. Back up the middle of the park now, out near midfield. Back line for the Bears. Readjusted in their end of the pitch. Back line, Rodriguez played that ball ahead, off the mark, it's sent in. Callio will restart here. Look at the opportunity there. Bellini with the strike from distance. Senior on this Seaholm club. Crowd continuing to file in here. Sent way out over midfield by Callio. Now the Bears look to go the other direction here, looking for space and separation. They don't get it. As Brian Pohl there, right there, took down the ball carrier for Berkley, and that's a call against him. And another glorious chance here for Berkley. Need to cash in when you get these opportunities in this sport, obviously. You don't get a ton of them. The big kick coming up here for Brody Kane, one of their captains. The strike with the right from Kane, looking for help. Good job on that back end, though, by Seaholm. That's a great play made back there by their captain, one of them, McCarthy. Got his head on the ball, took it out of harm's way. This one goes out, and it's going to stay in the hands of the goalkeeper. You just see more there. A little bit of pressure applied. Nothing coming from it. More pressuring the ball, trying to force the turnover. An Anthem gets there, plays it ahead with the right in the direction. Here's Moore now, 1v1 with the keeper. Moore with a chance and a great save from Feldmeyer there. He was way out and made a big-time stop, the best in this match so far for either one of these keepers. Moore right there all alone, and he just sticks out that left boot and gets it on the instep and a beautiful stop turned in by the junior Feldmeyer. Berkley can't keep this alive. Love the effort of Jack Fouts trying to head it a couple times, but just took a wrong turn on him. Kerr the restart. This one goes out. It'll be on the foot here of Nathan Callio coming up. Getting closer to the midway point here of this half. Kick from Callio. Look out here if you're Berkley. They got three back, though. Into space. Battle for it there, and a nice play to negate any further progress down the pitch by Sawyer Rhodes. Watch this coming in. That's a great, great slide tackle right there. And Max Collins has been all over the pitch tonight. He sticks out certainly with his length, a first-year varsity player. Creating opportunities. Seaholm goes right into the middle. That's a beautiful ball, and it's headed home by guess who? Max Collins. A terrific throw in from the captain McCarthy, and Collins turns the head and puts it home, and the Maples have drawn first blood here nearly halfway through this opening half of play. Beautifully done. No chance for Callio there. Max Collins just talking him up.
Maples goal by number 4, Max Collins.
And he's been all over. That's a great throw from McCarthy, right where he wanted that throw. Like J.J. McCarthy last night in the Vikings game. That was terrific stuff. Textbook execution there for McCarthy and Collins. And the road team is on top 1-0 here. As we come up on 19 minutes gone here in the opening half. If you're Berkley, you need a response here. Need one before the end of the half. Seaholm, though, another good defensive play back there ahead up that left flank for Collins. Collins still on the run. Collins. He's going to be whistled, though. He pushed the defender there. And that'll go over to the Bears here. There's a look at the goal scorer. Greg Perkins in our pregame chat said, look, we're kind of a hybrid club offensively with graduations. They lost a lot. Guys like Collins, McCarthy, who were in on that goal, among others. Have been chipping in and scoring, and going through the numbers prior to the match today, just 17 goals in 10 matches coming in. That's 1.7. The math pretty easy on that one for Seaholm. They've got 4 clean sheets this season, so they've been solid in that department. And I'm sure that Greg Perkins would like to see certainly that number north of 2, maybe around 2.5. I think he'd be happy with that number in terms of them scoring. And there's the head coach, Steve Volosek, with the high school at Shrine, Western Michigan in college. Done a great job with their program. Well over 200 wins in 16 seasons. Appreciate the hospitality. We'll be back here the end of the month as well for another match with these Bears here at Hurley Field. Berkley program, the quarterfinals in 2020. 222 wins in those 16 seasons for Volosek. Seaholm restart in the direction of Collins, leaves for McCarthy. McCarthy, good ball. Good play defensively from the Bears in there. Seaholm, that ball just too much on it. Unable to get in there. I believe that was McLaughlin that was in the neighborhood. Here's the bio for Steve Volosek. Mentioned 16 years, 222 wins. Coached all over, and program's been nationally ranked on more than one occasion. And for 11 straight years, they've been a high school program that's been ranked regularly in Division I soccer. In a tough league they play in, too. Clarkston, Athens, here comes Seaholm again, going far post off the mark. Callio was there and ready, but it was wide of the target. That is McLaughlin there that had that attempt. Inside of 18 minutes to play in the opening half. And a 1-0 count for the road club in the white kits, Birmingham Seaholm. Berkley trying to get it level. Back up top, they send it. It's Byers. Now for Danaher. Danaher. And Anthrum was in the vicinity. McLaughlin, he went down. Danaher, they let it play on. Here's Danaher now trying to get a kick away. Does, down on the ground. Never came off the turf. And Feldmeyer was there, ready and waiting. Here's a quick look back. And yeah, I'm fine with letting that go too. That's just a soccer play. No harm done. Quickly back down in the direction of the goal scorer, Collins. Collins has it on his foot. Collins wants to strike, does. Tightly defended by Grady Nolan. Got to give him credit. Went off of Grady's leg there on that kick attempt from Max Collins. Seaholm going really fast on these restarts. Moore at midfield. He'll be doubled. Coming over to help out Rodriguez. Kane couldn't get it away from Rodriguez. Rodriguez finds Patrick McCarthy. Good read from McCarthy. Bellini plays it to the back line. Caden Catilla back there wearing number 6. Seaholm trying to put more pressure on here. Hustling in there. Still alive. Good battle for it. Excellent work coming away with a ball. And it goes out off of Berkley. So this will be a corner coming up here for Seaholm. And again, Collins everywhere in this match so far. They may have found themselves a regular 9 here in terms of guy they can count on to score and generate offense, because he is doing a ton of that here in this first half. Strike with a left, right in. Put it back into the middle. Collins there, can't get to it. Berkley able to get this ball well outside of the box. They got a little bit of breathing room, but they got to regroup here defensively. Horniak, number 11, lost it. Helping out there, Bellini. Bellini. That one is off of Anantharum. It'll be a restart here coming up for Seaholm. Big weekend of high school football here on the Prep. We'll have Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Warren De La Salle meeting up. That one at Jimmy John's Field on Friday night. And Northville and Howell squaring off out in Howell as this one's gobbled up by Callio. Unless I'm told otherwise, I believe both those games kick at 7. Probably pregame show at 6:45 for both. Right here on the Prep YouTube channel. Two really good matchups. I'll be on the call of the Howell match with Evan Stockton, Chad Bush, and again, unless I'm told otherwise, Stick on the call of that one. So two really good high school matchups here in Metro Detroit coming up on Friday night. Under 14 to go in the opening half. Sky high from Callio. Ball's available for Berkley. Off the leg, off the foot of Moore. Seaholm gets it out near midfield, but good pressure there from Anantharum. Seaholm, though, coming away with it. There's that man, that young man, Collins. Tried to play it on the wing. Good read from Anantharum. Liam Kerr shields off the defender. Brian Pohl, who was very, very involved early on. Opening 10, 12 minutes of this match, he was really involved. And Collins, who knocked that down with the heel. The only goal in the match so far. Become more and more involved. That was Gavin McLaughlin, the junior for Seaholm you saw there. Call against Seaholm. Berkley will call on Nathan Callio. That big, strong right leg he's got. See if he can get a ball down close in the vicinity. I have no doubt he will. Where does it end up? Bears get a piece of it. Put some pressure on here. Play on. Bears come up with it. Trying to go to Danaher, but a great job by McCarthy to come back and break that play up. Qualman worked it back. It went in front there, and that one's gobbled up by Brody Feldmeyer. Back up that left side for Collins. Last touched by him, I believe. Yes, no, it was last touched by Berkley. My apologies. Moore now on it. Job hustling back there by Brian Pohl, defensively, number 8. Now Moore. Tripped up. It'll stay with the Bears. Going to get into their set here with another opportunity here. And a good attacking platform here for him. Off the chest there of Ben Sanborn. Bears get one in the vicinity of the goal, but well off the mark, coming down on this near side post. Max Byers, junior defender. 10.5 to go in the half. on the foot of the goal scorer, and he pops one up to the near side. McLaughlin is there. Knocked it down, 50-50 ball. Danaher plays it ahead, gets it back now. Collins, a little bit of a challenge. Qualman plays this ball ahead, but it's whistled. It's going to come back. Yep. Offside the call by the center referee there. See how far he's in there, and he kind of knew it there. He kind of slowed up there. He's like, I'm a couple yards, couple meters past that last defender, and as a result, the play whistled and the ball turned over as we're inside of 10 to go in the opening half. Physical play there, too physical by Leo Bellini. It's okay in hockey, but not in soccer.
That's right.
Be sure. The mission for Berkley here in the final 9:25, trying to get this match level. Major leg from Kallio. Played onto the foot of Moore. Moore, he'll pressure it. He forces that ball into touch. So the Bears playing in the end they want to play in right now. And again, you go back to that match last week, a much better, I know they're down 1-0 here as they were last week, but just they're connected better defensively. More one and dones for them than they had last week. That was that area that Steve Volosek really wanted to focus on. And Marco Rodriguez there, one of their captains, really one of the heartbeats of that defensive unit, according to head coach Greg Perkins. Throw in for Moore, right in the middle of the box. Headed out of there, knocked down by Berkley. 20 yards away from the goal. Off the foot there of Kerr. Not what he wanted, it just bounced that way, and it's last touch, though, they say, by Berkley. Seaholm in this 4-match and 6-day stretch. They'll play again on Thursday, and then they'll get 5 days off before they welcome in second-ranked Clarkston. That'll be on September 16th. Kerr will restart us here. Veteran player, has been starting since he was a freshman. See there with that band, one of their captains. He gets it back now. Collins gets some space. Look out. He's going to take a chance. He does. Far post. He had plenty of room there, and you could see that. That first step, as soon as he saw that, he said, you know what? It's going toward goal, and it did. It just bent the wrong way on him there as that low kick skidded wide. Inside of 7 to go in the half. Nathan Kallio had it knocked down by Seaholm out in the midfield circle. Here's McLaughlin. He showed some good moments in this match trying to get in. Good defensive play turned in, though. Another solid play from Rhodes. He's made a couple in this half. Really well done by Sawyer Rhodes, just a sophomore. 14 there. That's a really good defensive play from him. Just take it away, forcing him on the brakes. Now they're all the way back at midfield. Here's Rodriguez. Thought about it. McCarthy crosses one in. Nobody home for Seaholm. Now a couple of bodies in the neighborhood. Collins, one of them. Kallio, the kick way out over midfield. Rodriguez plays it on the left flank. Intercepted on that far side. Bears trying to get connected here and a little bit deeper inside of the attacking end of the pitch. They'll keep it here with a throw-in coming up for a restart. There's Marco Rodriguez. Good-looking young player on that back end for the Maples. Under pressure there, and it's sent into touch there by Grady Nolan, sophomore. Collins over there, takes a bump and goes down. Another good opportunity here for Seaholm. Here they come after that foul call. Lefty strike in. Header that goes off the mark and right in front. Beautiful ball. I believe that was Brian Pohl, number 8, that was in there, as he kind of put his hands on his head, and that was another really good opportunity. That's a great strike. It was Pohl, and you never know which way the ball's going to bounce. A good effort, good opportunity. Callio, another strong kick. Pohl on that left flank again. Aiden Pirro into the match, number 24 now for the Maples. As we tick down on 4 to play in the opening half and a 1-0 lead for Birmingham Seaholm and the White Kits. Playing off the chest. JV match that got going a couple hours before ours. Was a 5-1 win for the road team. Their varsity club on top by the goal by Collins. That's it so far in this match. Seaholm has had more, I would say, sustained territory in this match. Berkeley's had chances. McLaughlin in there lost a shoe. He went in there hot and heavy in a good strong run there from Gavin McLaughlin. Watch this. Solid kick, and McLaughlin in there is, was actually a shin pad that came off. Parts flying all over. Love to see it. These guys are playing hard. Big match for both clubs. Some subs coming in. See the standings in the OAA red and where these two clubs are aligned. Berkley, they need this one. They don't want to drop to 0-3-1. They really need this match. Troy Athens, who we saw last week here on the prep. Really good outfit, traditionally strong program. Big corner here for the Maples. Inside of 3 to go in the half. The lefty strike down low, but the referee blew that play dead.
Do I stop it again? Do I stop it again?
Try this again here. Alexander Martins. Lefty strike and going for the header, and that one is in. They get a piece of it in front. There were bodies flying all over in there, and it looks like Caden Catilla is the one that got his upper body on that ball. As we get a look, the strike from Martins, that's good stuff. That is beautiful stuff. Good field level look, and
Goal by number 6, Caden Catilla.
that is really good execution. You wouldn't know that this team, this club, playing their 4th in 6 days. And that is a terrific, terrific corner set up there by Martins. And it's a 2 spot on the board for Seaholm here in the final 2 minutes and change of this first half. Down below, all kinds of kids that have those DCFC kits, their shorts, their jerseys on, their hats. I think they're going to get a chance to go out here at halftime. 1:45 and counting. Callio bangs one down there in a good position, but Seaholm gets a head on it. Kane, his strike goes out on the end line. Kane there having a little chat. Looked like, although McCarthy doing more of the chatting. Ball turned over. Danaher has it now. Sanborn. Nice ball played ahead. Kane. Can't really strike that. The defense is good. Has to play it out on that far wing out there.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Turned over now, and Seaholm, they're going to look to counter, but they turn it over. And we're inside of the final 60 seconds here in half number 1. Intended target there was big number 16, Gavin Moore. They didn't get it to him, though. Now Seaholm, just over 30 seconds to go here. Liam Kerr speeding his way down the park. I'll just put a little pressure on him back there, and Callio looks at that clock, 20 seconds and counting. One last chance here for the Bears before the halftime horn. In the direction of Kane. Perfect kick from Callio. Final 7 seconds. Kane. That ball didn't go where he wanted it to. Moore gets a piece of it with a head, but time will expire. And we've hit halftime. 2 first-half goals from Birmingham Seaholm. Max Collins from Patrick McCarthy. Caden Catilla on a great corner set up by Alexander Martins, and that's where we stand after 1 half of play here on the Prep. It's high school soccer here in this Red Division matchup here from Hurley Field in Berkley, Michigan. That was a goal by Collins that got him on the board. In both plays, they've scored the same way, getting that ball, getting the traffic in there, and that was an unbelievable job. I think that went off the back of the head of Catilla there. And the kids have made their way onto the pitch, so they're going to take over here at halftime on Youth Soccer Night here at Hurley Field. I'll step aside. We'll get you back in a little bit.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Love Piece and Threads Design Bar, a unique new fashion experience in downtown Milford. Get ready to elevate your style by stepping foot in their design shop. Love Piece and Threads Design Bar offers specialized collections of custom apparel. They've got custom denim jackets and sweatshirts to dresses and hats, and they've got a variety of options to choose from. Whether you're looking for a one-of-a-kind piece or you want to set a new fashion trend, their store has got you covered with endless customization options. But that's not all. Their design bar is also the perfect place for a fun and creative night out. And you can do a celebration, book a party, and bring the full experience. Gather your family or friends and design your own custom jacket, complete with patches and your own personal touches, and unleash your imagination and create something truly special with their hands-on design experience. Love Piece Threads Design Bar is more than just a store. It's a place where fashion meets creativity and community. At Foodie Centric, our client's agenda is our first priority. We specialize in unique items that are memorable and drive profits to your bottom line immediately. From gluten-free exclusive items to specialty Palazzolo gelato, melting moments, ice cream sandwiches, and so much more. Foodie-centric solutions will have you set for success today, tomorrow, and into the future. Foodie-centric solutions at the center of all of what's important to get to your last goal.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be
the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Welcome back here to Hurley Field in Berkeley. Ben Holden with you, and OAA Red Division matchup. Both keepers Tested a couple times. First goal in the match. Great throw there. Patrick McCarthy to Max Collins. Easy one there for Feldmeyer, and then Collins. Very involved. And then late stages of the half. That one off the head, the side, the back of Caden Catilla. A lot going on here in Berkley. Ball game going on nearby, and good turnout here to watch the Bears. Their first match since last Thursday. Seaholm, conversely, out in those white kits. Fourth match in 6 days for them. It's a lot of soccer. You wouldn't know it. They're on top 2-0 here at halftime. Ben Holden with you, all of our crew here from the prep. Couldn't do it without them. Appreciate all their work as always. School profile on Birmingham Seaholm. Big school, of course, Division I school. Last season, lost 2-0 to Troy in the district semi. Finished 12-6-2. Nolan Miller, they're proud of Nolan. He's currently the captain at Michigan. Second team all Big Tenner 2 years ago. Match day madness here on the prep. And the Berkley profile. District final loss to Troy. Troy got a lot of people last year. Got both these schools and eliminated them both. And Curtis Armstrong, you see what he's best known for. In the 1984 hit comedy Revenge of the Nerds. Been in a lot of other things, but that is certainly his claim to fame. That's right. Amy, who does the clock and the announcing here in the stadium. I don't know your last name, or I'll get. What is it?
Saris.
Saris? Amy Saris. Thank you, Amy. Her and I become friends. Last week we were literally like elbow to elbow. Yeah, and the guys set us up a little bit of breathing room here tonight. So good to see Amy and all the folks here at Berkley. And the second half is underway. We'll be back here one more time later in the month for another matchup for the Bears. And next up, September 12th, they'll be home to West Bloomfield. And they're at Oxford. Final game of the regular season will come the first week of October. And then the playoffs will begin for both these clubs. So that's where we're at. Birmingham Seaholm comes in winners of their last three. Outscoring the opposition 5-1. Last night they had a 1-goal win against Novi. See what the Bears can do here to try to chip their way into a 2-goal deficit. Chances in that first half they had. Seaholm, though, has been excellent on those 2 balls played in there. 2 headers they've deposited by the goaltender, the goalkeeper, Nathan Callio for Berkley. Now the Maples play it ahead, playing with pace, intercepted by Berkley. Ahead for Moore, fancy footwork. Moore, though, had it knocked off his foot. Good work over there, breaking that play up from Gavin Moore. Off the restart. Good footwork there from Seaholm. Played that ball down and through. McLaughlin with a head. Send it back down to the back line of Berkley. Up the inside of the right foot of Gavin Moore. Trying the middle now is Seaholm, looking in the direction of Collins. Now McLaughlin. Kind of exploded off his foot out to the right there. We'll come back and restart here. 2.5 minutes in to half number 2. Nathan Callio. I learned earlier from Steve Volosek that this young man wants to be a Navy SEAL. Maybe a Ranger in the U.S. Army. That is sweet. Love to hear that. Talked about how good of a student he was with me and just how good of a young man he is. And those are things you love to hear in high school sports. Don't hear enough of it. One of the 4 captains, Owen Danaher there, number 7. Into position there with Liam Kerr. That is Nathan Callio, the keeper, with that accurate boot he's got. Tried to play it in there. Now Seaholm back the other way. Here they come. This is Collins. Collins gets the defender turned, but now there's 2 on the ball. Collins trying to get free. He does. Chipped it in. He's still down on the turf. Gets back onto his feet. It's Bellini now. Hornyak, left-footed guy. Both feet, but really good with the left. Collins, sliding play. A little bit of pressure there put on by Brian Pohl on his counterpart, number 8, Owen Rickard. Hornyak couldn't get it around and had Owen Rickard there in his way. McCarthy puts on the brakes, plays it back to the back line guys. Collins off the chest. Now the Bears look to counter. Into space, and a little bit too much steam on that ball in the direction of the junior Max Byers. Pass there from Qualman. Soft touch on it, just a little bit too far in front there. Otherwise, Byers probably tearing down that near side touchline. Qualman knocking that down. Bears get possession here. Coming up on 5 gone in the half, 40-minute halves. Pohl working it to the back line. McLaughlin does a good job to wait for it. Gets a step, plays that ball in. Bears are there. One off the foot of the referee there. This will find touch, and the Bears will have it. Youth soccer night here at Hurley Field. Kids were all over the pitch at halftime. There were hundreds of them out there, and expecting their biggest crowd of the night. Home crowd. Hoping their side in blue can mount a comeback here. Down by a pair. Rickard in that play for Berkley there, along with Gavin McLaughlin. Some of their students there turning out. Good turnout last Thursday when we were here as well. Here come the Maples again. Getting a step, getting around is Hanush. Hanush trying to make a play, unable to. Pohl knocks it down. I beg your pardon, that was 11. Hornyak. Berkley gets to it. Taking a look. Headed away. The target was Gavin Moore. Bellini tightly defended there by Rickard. Too tightly defended. The foul called on Rickard. Seaholm. Rodriguez, the righty strike, looking to Collins. Collins is there. Beautiful ball. Dropped it right where he needed to put it. Seaholm. Pretty strong pace out of them throughout this match. Really from the get-go. Man down, far side. Strike, good stop in there. Getting over there. Up against that left post was Callio. Another chance in front, and that one getting some help from the post there was Callio. Some great pressure from the Maples. That one chipped in there, and they are going to those headers. That one off the bottom of the post. Kerr Liam Kerr, the 3-year starter, had that chance. And you get a third goal here if you're Seaholm, and could very well be turn out the lights here even with 32 minutes to go. That is a massive mountain to overcome. So still a manageable situation here for Berkley. Seaholm will restart here. Throw in just over halfway, the midway line. Back up top now. Berkley tightly defending the ball. Steve Volosek said, we chatted about 10 minutes before the match. He said, that's got to be better for us tonight, our defense. It showed flashes in the first half. They really needed to turn up now here. Down by a pair. Head coach Greg Perkins there of Birmingham Seaholm made his rounds in the city of Birmingham. Coached at Groves as well for a couple of years. Now in his 4th year. There you go. Get a good look at his bio there. We met. I said, where are you from in the UK? He said, how'd you know? I said, I do a lot of rugby, and I know a lot of guys from the United Kingdom. So I could tell from the way he sounded, his accent. We had a great conversation. Appreciate both the coaches sharing some time with me earlier tonight. Greg does a lot of club and academy work as well out in Pontiac, Troy area. Ball played in. McCarthy trying to get it through. McCarthy staying on the ball. Came down, came free. McLaughlin. Good job with that body to get that ball free. Back in front. Easy one there. And it gets past the keeper there. He could not hang on to it. And there's that third goal. And that is Max Collins, who's been an absolute menace in this match. Around the ball all night. And just an easy one there that's mishandled. You don't see that often out of Nathan Callio. And Collins right there found the space. He gets his 2nd of the match. And the big man, the senior who is in his 1st year on the varsity, is really putting on a show tonight with a pair of goals. Berkley on the restart here. Imperative they get something going. That could have been messy there as Gavin Moore there was right in the neighborhood of Adrian Pirro. No contact, and Pirro, who is a big young lad, he's got to be 6'5", 6'6". He might even be taller than that. I do not have particulars in terms of height and weight on either club, but just looking at him, he's got to be 6'5" or 6'6". Kane stays in the field of play. Gathered in by Brody Feldmeyer. The Maryland native. Bellini for Pirro. Easy ball right in the middle of the park on the foot of Brian Pohl. Here comes Seaholm. Five goals in those 3 consecutive wins they have coming in. 3 here tonight already. Rodriguez for Pohl. McLaughlin put it on the foot there of Hanush. Outside now. McCarthy puts it in front, knocked out by the Bears. A little bit of breathing room. Kane over there, bodied a bit. Didn't win the battle. Kept in by Seaholm. Now the Bears, here they come with the counter. Good ball for Moore. Moore gets in. Moore with a shot, and he puts one home. Gavin Moore gets Berkley on the board, and it's a 3-1 match here with 28.5 to go. Kane with a soft touch on that ball. The slide tackle just a little bit late.
Berkley goal with number 16, Gavin Moore.
Gavin Moore depositing that one past Brody Feldmeyer. And the Bears have some life here, plenty of time to make it a 2-goal match again. Moore goes in, puts a little pressure on the ball. Deep kick here. Guarantee you, if you talk to Nathan Callio, he's going to tell you that third one clearly should have had it. Nothing he can do about it now, though. Just hope that his club can hold up defensively here, because he's going to give him a chance. Here's Kane now. Kane way out on the edge of the box now. Kane with a chance, and Kane puts one in up top. What a strike from Brody Kane. The righty strike goes top 90. And the joint is jumping and shaking a little bit now. Watch this. Gets free, takes a look, says, all right, you're not going to come out and challenge. I'm going to stick that one in the top corner. So 2 goals in just a couple of minutes, and the Bears are right back in this thing. In search of their first win in division play. 0-2-1. Seaholm 1-0-1. Game on. Ball pressure there from Berkley. McCarthy, though. Back for Pirro. Near side. McLaughlin gets free. Puts one toward the goal. Diving. Getting his hands on that was Nathan Callio. Love to see a look at that. Not sure if that was going in. It was awful close. It was wide, but still, nevertheless, great job by Callio there to make sure that did not go in. Gavin McLaughlin there, the junior, was listed as a starter. Greg Perkins said before the match, though, we're going to bring him in as a reserve. The corner now for Seaholm. The set piece has been great to him. 2 of their 3 goals from set pieces, and they've cashed in there big time. They got a 1-goal lead here now. Moore touched it ahead. On the run. Here comes Danaher now. Plays it ahead. Kane plays it back, and nearly a chance, and another chance, and a great save from Brody Feldmeyer. Oh, a point-blank stop from Feldmeyer, and this game is wide open now. Defense is optional. The Bears coming alive. Kane, and then Gavin Moore pounds that with the right boot, and then Danaher with a little contact there on Feldmeyer. Wide open. Little bit more than 26 minutes remaining in the match. As always here on the broadcast on the Prep, our G Brand USA G of the game. Right now, I would give it to number 4, Collins, in the corner with the ball on his foot, but still got 26 minutes to go. So we'll have that for you in a live post-match interview up here in my office for the night, right after this game concludes. And the way it's going, we are in for a great finish here with a little less than 26 minutes to go in it. Pirro. Looking in the direction of Collins. Collins gets free, gets a step, bends one, and another big stop made there by Callio. Great kick from Collins. From where I'm at, that was a perfect ball. Great sight line of it there, and Callio comes over and makes a big-time play there. Now his guys. Here's Moore again. Gavin Moore. Moore, great ball, but a little bit strong, and letting that smartly go was Feldmeyer. No need to play that. Just let it go out with the steam and the momentum on it. Gavin Moore has really upped his game, trying to thread that through, and did for Rickard. And that's a correct play made by Feldmeyer there. Get it in his hands. Let his guys kind of settle down here a little bit. Regroup, because Berkley, last 5-6 minutes of this match, has popped 2 on them. And they've got the momentum here. They turn it over here, though, on a miscue, a miscommunication play. Pirro restarts. Long touch on the flank from Pohl. Good speed out there on that far side along the touchline over there. Turned over. It'll go over to Berkley here with 24 minutes and counting left in the match. Bears couldn't get to that. They're going to turn it back over here to Seaholm. Now it's on the foot of Pirro. Turned it over, though. Restart intercepted. TJ Catilla now in the match, number 3 for Seaholm. Midfield circle, getting a piece of his head on that was Will Qualman. Blasted down by McCarthy. They'll go on a run here, try to get to this ball. Nicely done by Seaholm, flipping the pitch here. Chance for Collins. Collins wanted to step into that. Good defensive work, though, from Berkley back there. Number 10 in there, that was Ben Sanborn who made that play. Seaholm, though, back on the attack. Trying to work through. Play on, says the referee. Now the Bear player is tripped up, racing toward midfield. Bears restart quickly. Seaholm getting it away. Pressure coming. Good job. Good read there by Berkley. They got numbers. Trying to work it back, but it's played ahead by the back line of Seaholm. Knocked down by Gavin Moore. TJ Catilla. Out for Collins. Little touch out on the flank. Collins, of course, on hat-trick watch. Back on his foot. Working his way in. Collins gets free, trying to create a shot. And it deflected off of a Berkley player. Inside of 22 to go now in the match. Here's a look at Collins. What a night he's had. Opened the scoring. Made it 3-0. Before Moore and Kane struck in relatively short form and fashion after that. Standings in the OAA red. Seaholm 1-0-1. Berkley trying to avoid dropping its 3rd match in 4 matches in conference play and division play so far this season. Here's the corner now from the Maples. They go to the head again. Kept alive down there in that far corner. Good footwork to get away. Ball played in. Knocked down, and Berkley will get a sub into the match. Max Byers there. Pirro heading it away. Over the top, Moore giving chase. Back there is Caden Catilla. Had the 2nd Maples goal. Bears putting more heat on. Tracking it down on that far flank out there. Short little touch ahead. Into the corner they go. Running out of real estate. Turned over, and the Maples will call on Brody Feldmeyer, the junior keeper. Owen Danaher there, one of their captains, a senior. Inside of 20 minutes to go now, and a 3-2 lead for the road club and the White Kits. They make a mistake up that far side. Into touch it goes. They'll get their alignment set. They find it. Headed. Gavin Moore there. A little climb up the back of Moore there, and that's called, and we'll restart from there. Everyone going in the top of that box, all in the middle of the park. Here comes a strike with a right, looking for the tying goal. Great read. Good hands by Feldmeyer there to find it. He'll let his guys get into position here a little bit. Catilla couldn't gather it in. Found the foot of Henry George. Now Danaher with it. Looks for Kane. Kane 1v1, gets a little bit of separation. Bumped off the ball. McCarthy tried to play it out. Knocked down there. Bears still on it. Redirected ball, and it goes in. This match is level, and in front, Gavin Moore was in the neighborhood, and they're going to bring it over to the student section. A 3-0 match is now a 3-3 match. Danaher jumping in there, and watch this entire sequence through. Danaher, watch 7 there. Good patience out there by Kane. What a turn of events for Berkley. Here's a look. See that ball go off of Danaher. He'll get credit for it. They don't ask how, they just ask how many, and it's 3-3 now. And you start to wonder, as I mentioned a couple of times here about Seaholm, 4th match in 6 days for them. I know they're young, but that still wears you out. That's a lot of soccer. They had a 3-0 lead when Max Collins put in his 2nd of the night. McCarthy, who set up his first with a touch there, number 7. Hanush plays that ball down low, gathered in calmly by Callio. Bears got the crowd into it. Far side, Danaher trying to make a play to save it. He does. Working in tight quarters over there, but he was tightly defended there by Liam Kerr, but it stays with Berkley. Last touch by Seaholm there. Quick on the restart, Moore with a header for Kane. Maples trying to force the turnover. They didn't do it. It's going to be a corner coming up here for Berkley. Brody Kane sends it in. That didn't miss by much. Another glorious chance for Berkley. The offense has come alive here in the second half. Good job to get a piece. Just turn the other direction for the Bears. And we still remain level here at 3 apiece here with 16 and a half to go in the match. Seaholm pounds it down the park. Byers back there. He sent that ball into touch. Starting to see more subs coming in, the reserves for Greg Perkins. Again, 4 matches in 6 days. Some fresh legs in there. Try to help the cause. Aiden Pirro came in the first half. He's played some strong minutes for him tonight. McCarthy, short little toss on that restart throw-in, now has it. Right in the middle of the park now, trying to make something happen was Evo Gertz. Way out on that far side, in the corner, into the box, look out here, chance trying to settle it, and it's blocked. Alexander Martins had a great A chance, but it was blocked in front by Berkley. A lot of bodies bunched up here, tough to handle that ball. Freed into the corner now. Sent in right in front. Off of Seaholm on the side of that right post. McCarthy there. On the play, that's where everything was bunched up. They finally got it freed up. It's a corner upcoming here for Seaholm. Martins, who connected with Catilla for the second goal in the match. In the same play they tried to run there. They're going to get another one here. Lefty strike from Martins, looking for that header. They had Collins there, headed away though by Berkley. They're on it. They keep it in the field of play, but it sails into touch. So Seaholm, they're going to go quick here, really quick, and that one nearly found a way to get by. But a backline play from the Bears there saved that one from going in. Inside of 14 to go in the match. Level at 3. There's that chance in front. Just slipping behind there was that Seaholm player. So 3 straight from Seaholm. The next 3 have come from Berkley, Moore, Kane, and Danaher. Callio pounds it down the park. Danaher defended. Lost the ball. Seaholm. Now they've lost it. Danaher plays it back up the pitch. Good footwork over there to get free. Ahead for Moore. Off of Moore and into touch. Maples played ahead for Martins. He'll track it down. Chipped ahead, now a race for it. Good battle, good job by the Maples. Good job by the back line there of Berkley keeping it away from Max Collins. Berkley gets possession here. Coming up on 12 minutes to go in the match. Callio. Down, back flick of the heel there. Danaher in. Danaher trying to get it to settle, and he can't. Oh, that's a break for Seaholm right there, because Danaher, that ball settled. He's got a great chance, and he'll probably get a wonderful chance to score there and give his club the lead. The Maples, here they come. They turn it over. Ahead for Gavin Moore. Moore into space. Byers, though, keeps it alive. He's got pressure coming. Sanborn working it back. Getting it back now. He'll turn and hammer one in the direction of Gavin Moore. Gavin Moore open this comeback scoring for Berkley. Made it 3-1, then Kane, then Danaher. Steve Volosek's team was down 3-0 early going in the second half. Down to Collins, trying a little back heel flick there, didn't get it. Clock has been stopped here for the time being. Referee going back to talk to Nathan Callio. Now we'll wind it. Now Berkley in the attacking end of the pitch. Byers on the edge. Cross, a little bit too strong. Kane will get over there and track it down. Now the Bears getting free. Good defensive work over there in that far corner from Seaholm. It's going to be a corner coming up here for Brody Kane. Nine and a half to play in the match. Not a corner, my apologies, just a restart in that far corner. Nevertheless, Kane strikes with the right, far post, missed it. Ben Sanborn among those in there trying to get a piece of that ball and get it by Brody Feldmeyer. Marco Rodriguez. Touch finder there for him. It was Liam Kerr, number 20 for the Maples. Comes a restart from Berkley. Kane, hand in the air, strikes with the right. Bouncing ball in low, knocked down by the Maples. They play it back. Trying to work it back up the middle. Trying to get through there was Ivo Gertz, couldn't get to it. Berkley's got it now. Tough quarters there, trying to make that pass there was George. Looking for Rickard. Over midway. Back it goes. Rickard finds it. Sanborn, beg your pardon, 10. Pressure on the ball. This will find touch, though. Berkley will have the restart. An Antrim. Gavin Moore finds it. Tightly defended. Plays it on to Henry George. George plays it out into space. That's Byers. Byers 1v1. Just mishandled it off of his foot. Level at 3. 3 straight to begin the match from Seaholm. The last 3 from Berkley. McCarthy. A Seaholm player down. Get a look at what happened. Yeah, that's Collins. Checking for blood. Doesn't appear to be any for Max Collins. Big night out of him. 2 in the match. Marco Rodriguez over the ball here. Righty strike from Rodriguez. Got players in position down there. They don't connect though. Caden Catilla there. Goal in the first half was one of those in the neighborhood of that ball, trying to get it. He and McCarthy. Under 6 to go now in the match. George on the wing. Good read from the back line by the Maples. Here they come in the counter. Out on that far wing. Into the corner. Sent through the box and out on the near side here. Five and a half and counting left here as Byers will get us back into game action here. Gets it back off the foot of George. Now plays it ahead onto the foot of Brody Kane. Gavin Moore unable to keep possession of it. Seaholm now. Good work there. Good patience by Bellini. Bellini still with it. Drops it into the corner. Martin's good sliding play there made defensively for Berkley. That's some contact there. Certainly going to be a call. And it's going to be a card on Bellini. Too much at this stage of the game. Yep. Throws that shoulder, so he gets carded with under 5 to go in the match. Nathan Callio bombs away. Good strong kick as always out of him. Berkley with a chance, but there's Seaholm to play it away and play it out of harm's way. Henry George. George gets a step. Looking out. Left side. Here's another chance, and that one's in. Another one for Gavin Moore with 4.5 to go in the match. Berkley has come back from 3-0 down to take the lead 4-3. What a strike there, and Feldmeyer getting a piece of it, but not enough.
Berkley goal by number 16, Gavin Moore.
What a night for Gavin Moore. 2 in this second half, taking it to the crowd. Young man is just a sophomore here for this Berkley club. Massive, massive second half from this Berkley team. Seaholm here with 4.5 to go to try to get this match level. McCarthy, what a ball played ahead for him. McCarthy put that one across with a right foot. No one there in a white kit for him, though, as Berkley that knocked it away. Pirro. Knocked down by the Bears. Trying to win the battle here. Collision there at midfield. Collins, he gets tripped up. He wanted a card. He won't get it, but he will get the call with less than 4 to go. Not card worthy in my book. Henry George there with the contact. Here we go. Rodriguez bangs it down the middle of the park. Seaholm. They don't like what they see, so they'll send it back up top. Hand it away. Gonna set up this corner here for Martins. No Knows exactly how to place these. Seen him be effective here tonight. Here he comes with the left, puts it in, and it's in. They do it again. They get it level at 4. What a job from Martins on that corner, and that's McCarthy that comes out of there. I mean, that kick is absolutely brilliant, and Patrick McCarthy gets it. So back and forth we go. He might play 4 soccer games and not get 8 goals. Offensive show tonight from these two teams here in the OAA Red Division. Now McCarthy pounds it down the park. Collins in the direction there. It came all the way out onto the foot of Sanborn. He plays it to the left. Now Gavin Moore touching one ahead. Massive night from him. Two and a half to go. In space, freeing it on the line is Berkley. Great footwork over there. Pirro trying to defend and stay with. Then Pirro. And that's going to draw a card. No, it's not a card. My apologies. I saw the hand look like it was down near the side of his pocket there, but no card. An obvious foul call. And here comes Berkley again. Looking. That one's home. That one is struck home from out there on the restart. And just an incredible match continues. Brody Kane. Let's see. Seaholm is around the official, the center ref. But it was Kane. Yeah, I don't see. Seaholm's not going to win that argument. So Kane with his second of the match. What a strike from Brody Kane, my goodness. 9 goals in this match. Seaholm with less than 2 minutes to go now. Can they get it level again? They led this thing 3-0. Nathan Callio right in to make sure his teammate's all right. Berkley will milk as much time as they can here.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Sent down by Callio. From midfield. Seaholm can't get this ball to settle down. They want to go on the attack here. Short touch intercepted. Berkley, they'll race ahead. Played out on that flank in the direction of Kane. Ben Sanborn and Kane out there. What a night for Kane. This match, a wild one. 2 goals in the first half, and we've had 7 since. Final 40 seconds here. Here comes Seaholm now. 20 seconds left in the match. They're down 1. And Berkley, though, they're going to get whistled, and this will be a card. It'll be on Sanborn. So it comes down to this. A chance here for Seaholm with 16 seconds remaining. from 42 yards away. Here's the strike, sent in. Top of the box, turning, shot blocked in there. Seaholm can't get through. And the ball runs down. Feldmeyer comes over. He's got to get it down the pitch and does. It goes into touch. And what a comeback win for Steve Volosek and his Berkley Bears. Down 3-0 in this match. They get a pair of goals from Gavin Moore. They get a pair of goals from Brody Kane. Kane, the game winner in this one. We'll come back with a post-game wrap after a wild one here in the OAA Red Division. Berkley wins it 5-4.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
More wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Well, this was about as wild of a high school soccer game as you'll see. I mean, this was an entertaining game. Max Collins made it 1-0. Caden Kotola made it 2-0. That's where we stood at halftime. And when Collins got that one to go, it was 3-0, and you're like, okay, Berkley better wake up. And my goodness, did they ever wake up. Gavin Moore got him on the board. This young man, Brody Kane, played out of his mind tonight. Kane with a strike there, top corner, made it a 3-2 match. Then they get it level. That one deflecting off of Danaher. An unbelievable comeback that was on. And they were not done, because this game would go back and forth, taking it to the crowd. Just a wild, wild match. That one getting by Brody Feldmeyer, Gavin Moore, and then that one there finds the back of the goal. And Seaholm, they weren't done. They scored 3 times from that corner and set piece, but there's the winning goal right there. That was the difference in this match. A 5-4 final as Berkley gets its first win in Red Division play in the OAA. And our stage manager extraordinaire, Chad Bush, I think he's related to Malibu Kelly Hayes, has brought the G of the game into the broadcast booth to chat with me. And Brody, my man, what a night.
Thank you.
Holy cow, that nice-looking hat. There's our G-Brand USA G of the game. How did you guys do this? I said when it was 3-0, you better get something going. What was said? Was anything said, or what did you guys do?
Just believing in each other, you know, just playing through until the last whistle. That's all.
That's all you did? Like, there was nothing said, like, you guys as a group on the pitch at any point?
I mean, just focusing, just playing smart, playing, you know, how we do.
Well, you did all right tonight, young man.
Thank you.
Walk me through the goals. I mean, the one you get to get it to within one. Let's start with that one. What do you recall from that one?
I mean, we were down 0-3 at that point, so we had to make something happen, and I got the wide open opportunity. I just took it.
Gavin Moore had two like you did.
Yep.
Talk about his play before we get to your winner.
I mean, I love Gavin. He's a total workhorse. I love playing up top with him. He's great.
On the winner, I mean, that was as good of a kick as I've seen from a high school player in a long time, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What'd you see? What was the plan of attack on that one?
Well, I didn't have to ask for yards, and the Seaholm player just stepped back, so I just took it quick while the keeper was setting up his wall. Just playing smart.
Biggest win of the year for you guys?
So far, yes.
Yeah, so far. I mean, this is, and you had 5 days off. We were here when you played Athens last week, and you lose that one 1-0. So I'm sure that was a bad taste in your mouth. That's probably out of the mouth at this point.
Yep.
But what does it mean to get a win like this down? I mean, 3-0 in soccer is almost insurmountable. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it just sets the tone for the rest of the season now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the spirit. I like the attitude. Your goalkeeper, I know it was a wild game. Just talk about what he means to your club.
I mean, he means everything. I play DCFC with him. I've known him for so long. I just believe in him so much, and he's just the most positive person. So just staying in it the whole time.
Well, this will be a massive win for you guys. Enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Enjoy the next one, and thanks for coming up. That's our G of the game. That is Brody Kane. Had the game winner, 2 goals here tonight in a massive comeback win for the Berkley Bears, a 5-4 final. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. It was a wild one indeed. This guy with 2, Gavin Moore with 2, and a great comeback for the Berkley Bears as they defeat their rivals from Birmingham Seaholm 5-4. Thanks for watching. My name is Ben Holden. Thanks to all of our crew. We appreciate everything they do each and every night out here on the Prep. It started out in the favor of Seaholm. 2 goals for them. In fact, they led 3-0 at one point. But Brody Kane and the Berkley Bears came back, showed a lot of grit, showed a lot of resolve, came back, found a way to get back into this game. They got it level. There's Brody on the wing playing that ball ahead for Gavin Moore. Part of the comeback here for this Berkley squad. And then Brody Kane here getting free, as he said. Didn't come out, so I took it. He took it and put it in the top corner of the goal on that play. That one off of Danaher there. And the comeback was clearly on for the Berkley Bears. Gavin Moore with a massive night too, with a 2-goal effort in this one. In 9 total goals in this match, and Berkley gets its 8th win of the season. They get their first win in Red Division play. They avoid going 0-3-1. A huge comeback win here tonight for Steve Volosek and his Berkley Bears. That's a wrap on this one. We'll see you Friday, doubleheader. Orchard Lake St. Mary's, Warren De La Salle, Northville and Howell, 7 o'clock, 6:45 pregame starts right here on the Prep.